What's going on, everyone? Welcome. This is the Warehouse Series, and this is Discord Friday. Guys, if you are new to the channel, thank you for being here. But remember, guys, it's almost like a tandem here. You know, if you're on my YouTube channel for warehousing, I highly suggest that you go over in Discord, which is free also, and you're just going to get a large community of people over there helping you. It is a great warehouse community. If you want to subscribe to the channel, once again, I appreciate it, guys. And if you guys want to donate to help support the channel, I once again appreciate it. Let's get to today's video. All right, guys, so the first thing I want to look at is this. Every time I see one of these, I just got to throw it out there that I think you guys, you know, are just, I don't know, turning these upside down is not the way to go. I'll tell you that right now. Because look, you're still hanging off the pallet. It does not matter, guys. Just take one juice out and make the block smaller. Keep all your juices upright. I do not follow the block on these juices. I leave them one less juice that comes on the block, so everything fits perfectly without cases upside down or hanging off the pallet. Two things that I don't like to do. All right, guys, this is a very blurry picture, but this is very bullshit in my opinion. Someone posted this and they have you selecting like this, and I mean, this is just like, I don't even know what to say when I saw this picture. So people are selecting this, and what you don't see is that there's a column here, and there's a pallet on top tying these two columns together. And we're selecting this. First of all, guys, scratch it out. If I came up to this, I see you're out of your mind. I'm zeroing this out. I'm not selecting this case. And I would dare supervision to come and ask me why I didn't select that case. I would take a picture of this and send it to OSHA and tell them, yeah, you argue with them, because this is just ridiculous. If you guys are selecting these cases in this warehouse, guys, stop. All right. Anytime you see something like this, don't be an idiot. Just zero out the case and keep moving on. This is an accident waiting to happen. I don't know what's in these cases, and it don't even matter. Could you imagine all three of these pallets that are up here? So you got this one, and then you got one tying them in up above, all falling over on you because you want to select a case and not zero it out. Zero that case out and keep moving on. All right, guys, this one here, you know, I like this, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, we got some cases that were probably already crushed on the pallet. Sometimes when you come up, there's just certain cases that are just crushable. The whole pallet comes in crushed. Keep them towards your front corner. It's exactly where I would have put them, because you have the mass of the jack for these to lean up against, and hopefully we get some wrap around this without it falling over. And there's not too much you could have done, because my next thing is, I always say, if you have crushable heavy cases, put lighter boxes on top of them going up so you don't have to worry about them crushing more. But in this example right here, we have all heavy cases. So they took the one bucket and stuck it on the corner, and, you know, so it's not bad. And we call them stacked, which is, guys, produce, you can call them stacked. Now, this is freezer. Is it? Yeah, we got beef, and we got, it looks like you got freezer and perishable mixed together. So we got all of our frozen product down below, and then we got, you know, perishable on top of it. It is what it is, guys. I think this person did a great job at selecting this pallet. All right, this next pallet, whoever built this, you did a fantastic job. It's a lot of pieces. It's two big pallets, perfectly square. And I'm going to show you guys something. And this is what I talk about. So if I told you all the time, I like my cases level. I want every case to be level. I don't like cases on slants if I could help it. When you have a big order like this, you're almost like forced to probably have a couple of these, which we do. We only have a couple. But if I put a case down here like this, in my head, I'm like, I need to correct this. What do I mean by correct it? Up the pallet, we need to get level again. So we got a slant, so we need to work on getting level again and making sure that we have a nice strong corner to support this slant coming in where we got cases leaning against the corner. And this person did just that. I mean, this is beautifully done. We got a nice solid corner. We brought it back with our sour cream. And this is the point right here where we started getting level again. Now we got a slight lean still going on this corner, but we brought cases in and we made our corner nice and strong. This is just a beautiful pallet all the way around. Keeping light cases together, guys. Similar cases together. These in the middle of the pallet, I like that. You don't ever want these stupid things on a corner or anything. I put those in on the cross and T as well. And every time I build a pallet and I get these skinny creamers or whatever they are, I do the same thing. But just a great looking pallet. Thank you for posting, and keep posting, please. All right, next pallet here that I want to look at. So I want to say a couple things with this. One, if this is your finished order, this is knowing your warehouse. So I tell you all the time in our headset, it tells us our cube. And then if you have labels, it should tell you the total size of the pallet. And the reason why this is important is if this is your final order, this is honestly probably about an 85 cube pallet. So what I would do is maybe make 2 even pallets so I don't have too much column stacking with these heavier cases. Looks like we have a case on its side down here. I don't know what it is. I hope it's not those stupid mac and cheeses, because that case will crush in a heartbeat. Here, whatever it is, it's right here. It does. It looks like this. It looks like those mac and cheeses. That is a huge no-no. If it's a stronger box, let me know in the comment section below. But maybe take some of this and put it on the back pallet if this is your finished product. If it's not your finished product, I do like how you're keeping everything together. You do have a mixture of cases going on here. You got yourself a lot of icing. So the way you separated these, the front of your pallet, I actually kind of like it. I like how you did that, because once we wrap this, it ain't going anywhere. The only thing I would have done different is, see our back columns here? So if we would have just slid this, the powder creamer over a little bit, we would have centered this column a little bit, because as you can see, this column is leaning towards your corner a little bit. And all what it would have took was this to be centered, and that's it. It would have been more of a straight up column than a leaning column. The other thing I would have done is right at my coffee. Anytime I get 2 columns like this on a corner, especially my back corner, I'm immediately thinking, I need to bring weight distribution back in. So right with these 2 coffees, I don't know what the back of your pallet looks like, because we're not seeing it. But if there was an opportunity to take these 2 coffees and come in this way, I would have done so. Even leaving a little gap here, I would have tried to, somewhere along the line, even right here, bring some weight distribution back in. So and this is another thing I want to say too, is I always say, like, I like strong, heavy cases on the corner, unless my corner is unstable. So we probably could even took this detergent or whatever this is and stuck it in the middle, and then put smaller cases on the outside, sort of to counteract that. But we would have definitely still need to center this case, so we have a nice center column. But I hope all that makes sense. So not always are we sticking heavy cases on the corner. If you have an unstable corner, take that weight, bring it in here, maybe throw a couple lighter boxes off, and then start bringing the coffees in to tie in that corner. I hope all that makes sense. I don't mind you wedging this case in here to keep the shifting from, because there's no pressure on it. It's not going to hurt anything. Once again, in the comment section below, let me know what that is. But you got a good concept going, so keep it up. All right, guys. So this one right here, someone posted. I thought I only have one of your pictures. I thought you posted more. This is a tough one. So we got syrup up on its end. You definitely want to keep these cases upright. The syrup boxes also stink. Not the Buttersworth. The Buttersworth are nice and solid, but these ones with the perforated lines, they're horrible. They suck. This is a tough one. You get these juices like this. So this is where using a slip sheet might help you since you're a newer selector. So right where you have this pink lemonade or whatever this is at, if this was level, maybe that's where you want to throw your slip sheet on to help put stability on these bottlenecks. You're keeping your bottles upright. We forced a case here that went into the, this is your main problem right here, is that this case was probably once resting on here and your pallet shifted and it knocked that down there. So it's not that you're, I do see what you're doing here, and watch your hang off here. This is a little much over here. And all that takes is just changing the block, just switch the direction of the cases. If it's not going to fit, don't force it. All it takes is maybe just switching a couple cases around. Maybe bring this case in on the pallet all the way and turn this case like my cross and T method that I show. Take more pictures. It looks like you just had a little unfortunate thing happen with a case slipping into in between cases. And let's keep these cases upright. It's a heavy load too, so you got these heavy rices or whatever these are. So you got these on top of these cases, which does not make it any better. So all what I could say is maybe if you even just want to private message me a bunch of your pictures of your work all the way around, and I could give you a better idea of what's helping. I was trying to look through the wrap and everything, but I think at one time your pallet was square and then it collapsed. So maybe utilize a slip sheet on a level layer. All right, guys, so now is a couple of my announcements I want to make is one, I'm obviously going to be plugging my eBay store on here. I started an eBay store. I have sold 44 items in the first 4 weeks. I'm very happy about that. And it started off with just sports cards, but now I'm selling my kids' toys, and we're getting a little bit of everything going on here. And I am starting buying and reselling also on my eBay, and I'm trying to outbeat everybody on eBay by big time prices. So I value my prices on what's sold on eBay, and I'm undershooting them as long as I can get my stuff for a good deal. So you guys might see some really good deals over on eBay, so check me out. Also, I don't know how many I have left. I got to go up and look. I'm going to put these on eBay. Okay, I'm going to put my Warehouse Series t-shirts on eBay so you guys can pay through PayPal. I'm going to put them on for $20, and then it costs about $5.50 to ship. That's the common for shipping shirts in the black, shipping bags. So look for my Warehouse Series shirts over on eBay. I will have all in the description. I'm going to put all the sizes that I have available. And if someone buys one, I'm just going to keep reposting it. So check out my shirts over there if you guys want to buy them. Other than that, check out my store, guys. I'm going to be posting on there weekly. So I really appreciate the support over there as well as you guys do here. All right, so the other things, the last group of pictures we're going to get to is that ugliest pallet I've ever seen in my 25 years of working inside of a warehouse. And that was actually still standing. I was at the beginning of the hour doing a sweep clean, doing sanitation, and our lights shut off in the warehouse if no one's there. Well, nobody was at the end of the aisle, and all you saw was the silhouette of this thing down there. And I'm looking like, wow, I'm talking 50 yards away. I'm looking at this thing like that pallet looks hideous. And then the selector drove by me to go get this pickup order. And he's like, I heard about this order already. I said, it looks bad from here. And we're going to go down and we're going to look at those pictures right now. So the announcement I want to make is I am going back up to perishable. I am not liking the humidity in the dry goods building right now. It drives me nuts. I am miserable down there. So I am going back up to night shift, and I will be throwing on pre-shift if they call me in. So I am going to be starting to post my work back up in the perishable building again. So that is the little announcement I wanted to say with my change. So let's get to these ugly looking pictures. All right, guys, here's the first picture. This is my jack back here. Like I said, I was doing sanitation. I think this person used a shovel to stack these pallets. Even being wrapped, I don't know how these things are standing. So this is the first of 3 pictures we're going to look at. And this is literally, I don't give a attitude. That is literally what this is. It was a new selector. We did find out this is a person that's only been there for a few weeks, but this is absolutely ridiculous. So this is the one picture we're going to look at. Here's the second picture. I saved this best picture for last. So here is the side of this pallet just falling over. Cases all over the place. Like I said, it looks like this person used a shovel to put this stuff on. Stuff fell into each other. So both pallets fell into each other. We had 2 people come and rebuild both of these pallets. All right, you ready for this next picture? This is where I said, I can't believe it's standing. Like, let me get out of the way here. I don't even care if there's a little bit of wrap on here. I do not understand how this thing is standing. This is just I'm going to throw cases wherever the hell they land type attitude. I mean, guys, I just wanted to show this because if you throw an order like this, walk right out the door. Because there's 2 things going on. One, you don't give a crap. All right. Obviously, whoever this selector was does not give a crap on trying to make themselves a better selector. And number 2, you're just wasting everybody else's time. You're going to be in the way of every other selector in the warehouse. Guys, this job isn't for everyone. I'm not trying to be ignorant to people, but when you throw an order like this and you leave it for the next person to finish, you know, it's just total bullshit. All right, guys, once again, I know a lot of people say they don't have pickup orders in their warehouse. So basically what it is our daylight shift leaves at 3 o'clock. If those selectors are not done with their order, they sign off their order. It puts it in the system for however many cases are left in that order, and another selector from another shift has to come pick up that order and throw the rest of the cases on it. And usually you get scammed on percentages because you don't get the amount of time that it takes to rebuild that pallet or do whatever you have to do with it to make sure it's going to be secure for the rest of the order. And 99% of the times you pick up an order that sucks. Very rarely do you pick up an order that's nice and square. So that's it, guys. Like I said, I'm going to have some gray and black ones left. Only a few. I'm going to post them on eBay. If you guys are interested, go over there. $20 plus $5.50 shipping and handling. Go over there and, you know, buy them if you are interested. That's it, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.